3.4 billion people in the world are unwell just because of the work habits, and 39% suicide rate has increased in last 20 years because of the way we are working. Every year, 2.8 million deaths are happening because of the burnout. So, is it really that difficult to incorporate wellness in your business? No, right? But we were just not aware about it, right? Wellness is a wonderful component in our life, and we can touch all these dimensions and still make profit. You don't necessarily need to be unethical to make a profit. One, we spend way too much time working. Unless those strategies comes when they allow you only to work 4 days a week and 4 hours a day, we are still working a lot. And every time we are spending in work hour is leading to the anxiety, depression, and other condition. So corporate wellness has many different words. Corporate wellness, call it employee benefit, you call it occupational wellness, you call it vocational wellness, you call it. Eventually all it means same, that how do you take care of your well-being if you are employee, or if you are employer, how you take care of your employees' well-being while making your organization still profitable and productive. 3.4 billion people in the world are unwell just because of the work habits, and 39% suicide rate has increased in last 20 years because of the way we are working. If our organization takes care of our well-being, not only we are healthy and well, but we probably will do 15% more productive in organization. If your organization spends just 2 hours to 3 hours a week, not a day, on some sort of corporate wellness program, you end up giving them more than 9 hours productivity. The corporates are not giving those 3 hours a week or 2 hours of a week of well-being because they think they will lose those 2-3 hours. But eventually, how much they lose? They lose at least 9 to 12 hours of productivity, because every year 2.8 million deaths are happening because of the burnout. We can avoid these 2.8 million deaths by doing simple, good corporate wellness practices. And these are not happening, and they are not very difficult, right? Now, what are the core objectives of corporate wellness? The corporate wellness start with employee-centric well-being, not the client-centric well-being. What if your employee is not well? How can he take care of your client? So the approach of business has to change, not only from the client focus, but to employee focus as well. And we have to start looking at the corporate wellness from holistic well-being. What is the holistic well-being? Where do you work? Is there sufficient light or not? Right? Are you provided with a comfortable ergonomic chairs or not? Do you have a sufficient social activity within your organization or not? Are you communicating with your colleagues or not? Is your organization practicing ethical or not? The design of your office could be biophilic, where natural light comes, the smell should be good, your space should be sufficient for you, the sound should be pleasant, right? It should not be noise. The temperature should be perfect, correct, and these are the small elements which you can create the biophilic situation. These all dimensions are extremely important for holistic well-being. Some of you, if you have thought working from home is much more better than working from office, because going to office can cause lots of stress, and home is a relaxed environment, get surprised. 69% of remote employees are experiencing burnout. 86% remote employees have experienced high level of exhaustion. 80% of workers are experiencing Zoom fatigue and these meeting fatigue and all. And work from home is not necessarily healthy option as well. Now we have one more problem: work, life, home. How do you balance it out? Random wellness practices are as dangerous as not doing practices. The most important thing is to engage your employee in the wellness program and corporate program. Creating workplace culture. Culture is a beautiful word, by the way. And if you ever doubt how to define the culture, yogurt is the best example of the culture. Simple corporate wellness practices can not only help them live a well-being life, but it also help organization to recover great benefit. Workplace wellness should happen during work hour, not after work hour. We spend more time with our office colleague than with our kids. True. So when you are spending these 40 hours with your colleague, might else spend with the joy, happiness, and a relationship as much as you have with your kids, your family member, because that human relationship is extremely important. How do you deal with the difficulties and changes at the workplace? The first principle is to start helping others, and the beautiful things will come to you automatically. If someone is toxic, even though someone is mean, even though someone is selfish, there is no harm in accepting that person the way he is or way she is. Be in your comfort zone and accept that person and start building the relationship. There is no harm into it.